Hey Switchheads, I hope you're all well. Kanan here, and welcome to my review of Deiland Pocket Planet Edition, or at least I think that's how you pronounce it. But let's see if this kind of role-play, kind of strategy, time management, resource management, with a little light battling, can make it onto the Wall of Fame, or maybe the Wall of Shame, or maybe somewhere in the middle. And don't forget to click that link down below for our community Discord. Come for the chat, stay for the stream, and as always, if you've liked any of my content, you know what to do. Gameplay. Okay, so strap yourself in. This is going to be a long one, but trust me, I think it's going to be worth your while. And so, as I said before, Deiland is kind of a resource management and kind of like a time management game. And I'm not going to touch fully onto these aspects because obviously they're quite self-explanatory within themselves. You plant something, it grows, you pick it. Then you can use it to make things or just to eat them or to sell them. That comes later. As always with this sort of game, you get like a tool set, and these are upgradable as well as you progress through the game, as well as your house or building can be upgraded as you go along as well, with more features added to it like a kitchen and a laboratory. You can grow all sorts of different things, and some do better at night, some do better in the daytime. You can also grow trees and different types, and there's loads of different actual things that you can actually grow yourself. In order to grow things, you need water, and you can make these different things like wells and all, so that you can put them places so that when it rains, it fills up with water, and then it can water all your different plants or trees and the like. Other features of this sort of thing is the fact that you can go fishing as well. You can mine things. In fact, you can open up a mine later on in the game. And with that, you have your usual tools like hammer to break rocks up. You have an axe to obviously fell trees. And all of your like plants and everything take a certain amount of time to actually grow. So if you need something in a hurry, you need to think ahead of yourself. All the trees actually drop little like acorns and things like that you can use to actually grow more trees. So you have to think about that as well. Not using your last like acorn, otherwise you can't make more trees to actually get more wood. On top of that, you have then got like metals that you can get, like ore from actual like mining, as in, you know, you pick them up like silver, gold and things like that as well. Suffice to say that if you like that sort of thing, the whole farming and mining type of mechanic and then building things out of those actual things, it's got that down to a pact really well. And there is a fair amount that you can actually build out of these, so that's pretty cool. In fact, I've been playing for hours upon hours and still haven't got to build everything within the game. And then there's kind of a basic fighting mechanic in here as well. Different tools do more damage to different animals or creatures, as I found out. And there's quite a few different actual creatures that you can battle as well, ranging from blobs of goo right up to like buzzy bee type things and big green planty watermelon looking things. The story is kind of decent, but there's no need to really go into detail about it because it's not really for me what drove me into and through the actual game. But it is kind of nice to feel like there's something that you're kind of aiming for in the end as well. So as well as everything I've mentioned, there are also like these NPCs as well. You can have them visit your planet. They'll just pop over whenever, like randomly, and you end up doing chores for them, all of them. There's like a mage, a chef, there's like a pirate, there's like a secret one, and then there's Mun, which kind of, read the name. Because as you play through the actual game, it kind of like feels like she becomes kind of like a mother figure to you, which is where I think they were going with the name. And she's kind of like a member of some interplanet kind of watcher type people who go around taking care of all these different planets and the like. And she even whisks you away later on to an actual other planet as well. So you're not just stuck on this planet all the way through the game. You can get to interact with other planets and creatures and all on that planet. All the different actual people that come to, or aliens or whatever you want to call them, that come to your planet are all sort of like asking you to do things, but they can also all buy and sell from you. And there's certain items that you can get off them that is a lot easier than you actually trying to gather and make them yourselves, and some like different things that you can actually get from them and then make yourself as you progress. And as for money, you kind of will never need to worry about that, as there's a slight fundamental flaw with the actual game in that respect. And I'm pretty sure you'll find it almost straight away. Stones are worth 1, and you can sell them to mostly everyone, and they're worth, as I said, 1 coin. But you can mine them infinitely. In fact, to get your other ore, you can sit there getting like metal and everything, which you can actually buy, but there's not an infinite amount to actually buy. There's normally just a certain amount of them from a vendor. But if you've got like 300 stone, you can then just sell the whole lot to that vendor and then just basically go and get a load more. So I think that's kind of imbalanced. It's not, doesn't, or at least feel right to me, as I can probably mine 100 to 200 rocks within minutes. And then there's meteorite and things that come down, and you have to zoom out like this and then move your planet round to actually stop the actual meteorites hitting something of importance like your house or crops and things. That and the actual creatures is probably as dangerous as the actual game gets though. But that's perfectly fine, because this is more of a, you know, relaxing game. You kind of like have fun, relaxed, doing the chores that you are set, and sort of like just mainly maintaining the actual island, upgrading different parts of it, like your house, the actual core heart of the actual, or at least I think it is, of the actual planet. There's a pretty decent day and night cycle to it. Obviously it's not real time, but you know, as I said before, if you plant different things at different times, you get different results of certain crops. Okay, so I think I've gone on about it too long now, and I think I'd need to just say this actually works really well. The controls are pretty decent. I've had a couple of collision problems here and there, but nothing major. I've had no lag or anything from it within all of my time here, and I think this definitely scratches that like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, maybe Harvest Moon, I think itch, and I think it does actually bring something a little bit different to the actual genre, being set in space. Graphically, I do really like this game. It really is kind of like a cute kind of type look, and yeah, I really do like it. All the different features, and you can even see things grow in front of you if you stand there long enough, and I think that's pretty darn cool. And I think the creature designs are kind of like mad, but still quite different to each other as you progress. Audibly, I think this is quite a nice sounding game as well. As for the audio, it won't break any records for what it does in the actual normal sounds, as in sort of like hitting things and things like that. They all sound like what they should actually sound like. But that music, well, that music is awesome, and the person that actually wrote it and performed it should really get shaken by the hand. It's very calming, it's very arousing, it's very emotional, it's very good. The good. Well, basically mostly everything about this game I have enjoyed. I haven't got bored yet, which is a good thing, as I've been playing for quite a few hours now. There is always something different to look at, do, or interact with, or to actually build. The bad. Sometimes the collision can be a little bit off, but that's about it really. The score. Well, as this is my own personal choice and personal thoughts about the actual game and my score, I'm going to say that this is definitely worthy of ending up on my wall of fame. It is absolutely brilliant. It has scratched so many itches for that Animal Crossing type feel and Stardew Valley type feel as well. Both of them I absolutely love, and I would put this game right up there with them as well, which is high praise as far as I'm concerned. I personally don't have any reservations about saying that if you like any of those sort of games or this sort of genre, you will absolutely love and must buy this game. Yes, it is a must buy, and trust me, I haven't completed it yet, but I will be continuing this game for a while. And as for my alternative, well, you know, there's Animal Crossing, there's Stardew Valley, as I've said, and there's also other games of the same genre, but them two are my favourite really. But trust me, it's going to be a little bit of a while until you actually get to go onto them, and if you own them like me, this is definitely one that you want to be jumping onto. So any comments, please leave them down below. Any help that I can do if you pick this game up, please let me know. I know a few tricks now, probably nothing of too use, but you can ask, or jump into our Discord and we can have a continuation of the conversation. Or you can come and do a bit of streaming with us, whichever's good with me. And with that, if you've enjoyed any of my content, well, you know what to do, because life is better when we switch together.